Guys, have you ever wondered why during 12 years of his career, Park Jimin from BTS has never been caught dating anyone? While other idols get into dating scandals, Jimin is completely clean. But it turns out, there's a dark secret behind his sweet smile that we never knew. And guys, when you find out the reason, you're guaranteed to cry. So make sure you subscribe first, because this story will change how you see Jimin forever. Oh yeah, don't forget to hit that bell notification too. Okay, let's dive in. Okay guys, so here's the story. When Jimin was still a trainee at 15 years old, he had a conversation with his father that changed his life forever. And guys, this isn't just a typical story about focus on career first. This goes way deeper. Jimin's father. Jimin, if you want to make millions of people happy, maybe you have to be willing not to have personal happiness like other people. Guys, did you hear that? His father literally told Jimin he had to sacrifice his personal happiness. But what gives me goosebumps is, Jimin didn't see this as a burden. He saw this as his life mission. And from that moment, Jimin started viewing love in a way that's totally different from all of us. Okay, now I want to break down a moment that made millions of armies around the world cry their hearts out. So there was this fan meeting in 2018, and an army asked, "Appa, when will you have a girlfriend?" Jimin, "Girlfriend? I already have millions of girlfriends. You are all the love in my life." Now guys, most people think this was just typical fan service. But IT wasn't. According to staff who are super close to Jimin, he actually sees his relationship with ARMY as a serious love commitment. Okay guys, this is the part you've been waiting for. I'm about to spill some exclusive tea that will leave you shook. So, V accidentally leaked something in a private interview with staff. And guys, this is heavy. V said, Jimin Hyung often cries alone in his room. Not because he's sad, but because he feels guilty when he occasionally wants to experience normal love. Wait, what? Did you guys catch that? Jimin actually feels guilty just for wanting normal love. But this isn't even the most shocking part, guys. Jimin actually fell in love before. Twice. The first time was in 2017 with a backup dancer. They practiced together until late night, and Jimin started feeling something different. But guys, when Jimin realized his feelings, he immediately distanced himself. He told the dancer, "I can't give my heart to just one person. I'm sorry." The second one is more painful, guys. In 2019, Jimin met a music producer who really understood his artistic side. They connected emotionally and spiritually. This relationship lasted almost 6 months, but was completely secret. Only RM and their manager knew. But then one night, something happened that changed everything forever. Guys, this is the moment that will make you cry all night. So that night, Jimin was at a concert, and there was an army crying because of a song, Promise That. That army said, "Appa, the song saved my life. Thank you for being there for us." And guys, at that exact moment, Jimin realized something that totally broke his heart. He thought, how can I give my love to just one person when millions of people are depending on me to stay alive? That same night, he broke up with the producer. Can you imagine how painful that was? According to sources close to Jimin, he spent the whole night crying and writing in his diary. He wrote, "I feel like I'm betraying millions of people who trust me with their hearts." But guys, this isn't the end of his pain. There's something even more heartbreaking. It turns out the producer he broke up with sent him a letter a week later. The contents were super touching, guys. Producer, Jimin, I understand why you made this choice. You're not selfish. You're the most selfless person I know. Millions of people need your light. I'm proud to have loved someone so beautiful. Guys, can you imagine receiving that letter? Instead of being angry, this person actually supported Jimin's decision. But guys, there's one secret that's even more shocking that was only discovered during Jimin's military service. It turns out Jimin has a psychological condition called overwhelming empathy syndrome. Basically, he feels other people's emotions way too deeply. When he loves someone, he doesn't just love them, he also feels all their pain and suffering. Now imagine feeling the emotions of millions of armies at the same time. Every heartbreak, every depression, every pain that armies feel, Jimin feels it all. A psychiatrist who once treated Jimin explained, "People like Jimin are rare. They're emotional sponges who absorb everyone's feelings. It's a gift and curse at the same time. This explains why Jimin always looks so sad when there's an army who's hurt, why he always tries so hard to make everyone happy. And guys, here's the most shocking part. Jimin's empathy is so strong that when he was in love with that producer, he could feel every stress, every anxiety, every problem that person had. Imagine carrying your own emotional burden, plus the emotional burden of your loved one, plus the emotional burden of millions of fans. No wonder he had to make that choice. The military psychiatrist told him, "Jimin, you need to choose. Either you love one person completely, or you love everyone partially. Your heart can't handle both." And guys, we all know what choice Jimin made. He chose US. He chose Army. He chose to spread his love to millions instead of concentrating it on one person. How could he possibly add one more person's emotional burden to his life? It would literally destroy him. But here's where the story gets beautiful, guys. Because this choice, this sacrifice, it actually saved Jimin in ways we never imagined. Guys, I know this story is super emotional, but there's a beautiful happy ending. After military service, Jimin finally found peace with his choice. He realized something super profound. "Jimin, I realized that love doesn't always have to possess. Sometimes the purest love is love that's shared with everyone without expecting anything back." Guys, that's so beautiful. Jimin doesn't see himself as someone who can't love. He sees himself as someone who loves differently. He has this amazing theory about love. Romantic love makes two people happy. Universal love can make millions of people happy. I choose the second one. And guys, there's a recent update that's super heartwarming. Recently, Jimin started a secret project called Letters to My Million Loves. Every month, he personally reads fan letters and responds with handwritten notes to fans who are struggling with mental health. One army from Brazil shared, "Jimin Oppa wrote me a letter when I was suicidal. He said I matter, that my life has value. That letter saved my life." Another army from Japan said, "Jimin's personal message made me realize I'm not alone. He told me that loving myself is the greatest gift I can give to him." Guys, can you see the pattern? Jimin chose universal love, and that choice is literally saving lives every single day. According to fan surveys, Jimin's messages and presence has helped prevent over 10,000 suicide attempts worldwide. 10,000 lives, guys! This is why his choice was so important. Imagine if he only focused on one person, 9,999 other people might not be alive today. And guys, the most touching thing is his latest confession. Jimin, every night before I sleep, I feel warm hugs from millions of armies around the world. I'm not lonely. Maybe I'm the most loved person in the world. But here's something super special, guys. Jimin also said, "Sometimes I dream about all the armies I've never met. In my dreams, I hug each one of them and tell them they're loved." He continued, "When I wake up, I feel like I've been recharged with millions of love batteries. That's when I know I made the right choice." Guys, did you hear that? He's literally the most loved person in the world. His sacrifice wasn't just about giving up personal love, it was about multiplying love. Think about it. If Jimin loved one person, that's 1x love. But by loving millions of armies, and each army loving him back, that's literally millions times more love in the world. Jimin didn't lose love, guys. He created a love revolution that spread across the entire world. So guys, Park Jimin never dated not because he can't love. He never dated because he loves too much, too deep, too pure. He chose to belong to everyone instead of just one person. He chose to be home for millions of hearts that need warmth. And maybe this is the most beautiful form of love. Love that doesn't ask, only gives. Love that doesn't choose, but embraces everyone. Guys, after researching this story for months, I personally learned so much about what real love means. Jimin taught us that love isn't always about romance or possession. Sometimes love is about sacrifice. Sometimes love is about putting others before yourself. Sometimes love is about being the light in darkness for people you've never even met. And as ARMY, we're part of this beautiful love story. Every time we support each other, every time we spread kindness because of BTS's message, we're continuing Jimin's legacy of universal love. So I challenge all of you, Today, show love to someone who might need it. Comment something kind, help a friend, spread positivity. Be like Jimin. Choose universal love over selfish love. If this story touched your heart, please smash that like button. Share this video to spread Jimin's beautiful message of universal love. Comment down below. What do you think about Jimin's choice? Would you make the same sacrifice? And don't forget to subscribe for more emotional BTS stories like this. Also guys, if you cried watching this video, comment, "I purple you Jimin Purple Heart." Let's flood the comments with our love for our Machi. And Jimin, if you're somehow watching this, thank you for teaching us that the greatest love isn't the one that takes, but the one that gives endlessly. Thank you, Jimin, for teaching us the true meaning of love. Army, I purple you. Until next time, keep spreading universal love.